Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about do while loop. So once again we will discuss with the syntax and example program and all. Okay. So before I go to example, so let us in brief we will discuss the syntax of do while loop with explanation. Okay. So we know what is looping. Looping is the process of repetition of execution of statements. Okay. So if we write once, it can execute more than once. Okay. So that is the looping concept. And the statements used for looping is looping or looping statements. Okay. Like while, do while, and for. So we have discussed about while loop. So the similarity between while, do while, and for is all three comes under looping. That means it repeats the execution of statements. Okay, and there will be some difference between the three. Okay, so here what you are looking at the screen is do while loop. Fine. So you look at the syntax. So here the thing is first statements will be executed. After the execution of statements, then condition is checked. So how we can understand here is like first time when do while loop is executed, so first statements will execute first time. Okay. So then condition is checked. So after checking the condition for the first time, so from next time what we can understand is like if the condition is true, statements are executed. Otherwise, program control will follow the next path. You just look at this arrow mark. So here I have written true and false. Okay. So from the next time, that is after once statements are executed and condition is checked. So from next time, what we can understand is like similar to while loop. Okay. And this particular difference have written with example. We will discuss shortly. Okay. So now we look at the explanation. In do while loop, condition is checked at the end of the do while loop after execution of statement. So it is called as post tested. Post means after. Okay, after execution of statements, condition is checked. So it is called post tested looping statement. If the condition is true, the statements are executed repeatedly until the condition becomes false. Okay. So, anyways, in all the looping statements will be executed over again and again until the condition becomes false. Okay. When the condition is false, the program control immediately comes out of the loop. So, this is the do while loop. I think yesterday people have copied syntax with explanation. I don't know. I don't remember. So, people copy the syntax with explanation and also use pencil to draw this arrow mark so that it will be neat for you to understand. Okay. So copy the syntax and example explanation. We will move further with examples and program. Okay, so this is the flow chart. I will explain the flow chart in the recording. You can look into it, and if you want, you can write it, or if you want, you can practice it. Okay, just I will explain here. You need not copy here. Later in the recording, you can look into this. So if you just look at the while loop flowchart and do while loop flowchart, so here, see, this is the while loop flowchart. Okay. So in case of while loop, so first we will write the condition. See, why I'm explaining flowchart is, so flowchart sometimes it will be very easy for us to understand. Okay. So here while loop condition is there, while condition. So rhombus symbol is used for conditions. If else, nested if, else if, while do while. Okay, till do while we use this rhombus symbol. So while condition. Next, so just look at the execution path arrow mark. Statements of the loop are executed, and you look at the backward direction. So what I have drawn. So that means after execution of statements, again the control will move back to the condition to check the condition whether it is still true. Okay. So if it is true, again statements are executed. So this process will be repeated. Okay. Once the condition is false, it changes its execution path. If you look at the arrow mark, so false where I have written, it changes its execution path towards the next statement. So next statement means either it can be statement or statements, many statements. Okay. So this is the while loop. Now when we go to the do while loop, okay. So first, see in the syntax, first do statement is there. That means statement should be executed. Then condition is checked. So if you look at the flowchart of the same thing, first you have to write the statements diagram. That is statements box, statement 1 to n. Once these statements are executed, condition is checked. So once condition is checked, if the condition is true, the control will move back to the statements again. Okay, so here you look at the arrow mark, backward direction of return, repeat. Okay, repeat the execution of statements until the condition becomes false. So once the condition is false, see I have changed the path. See here I have not written next statement. It is understood. Okay, once it changes its path, then it will not execute the statements of the loop. So after the loop, whatever the statements are there, those statements are executed. So this is the flowchart. Now we will move to the example. Okay. Okay, so this is the example. So it is similar to while loop example, but what we have to observe here is the thing that is first statements are executed, then the condition is checked for the first time. So from next time condition is checked, the program control will move back to the statement. Now let us analyze this example. Okay, count is equals to 1. So that is the first step of looping. Whichever loop you consider, while do while for, first step is you have to give the initial value to the variable. Okay, so once you give the initial value to the variable, so next you have to execute the statements of the loop in case of do while. So here the statements are, one is print statement, another one is increment of count. So either it can be increment or decrement. That is, only thing is the value should be changed. Initial value should keep on changing. Okay, so either you increase the value or you decrease the value. So printf, print the value of count. Okay, next increase the value of count. So from 1 it changes to 2. So now if you look at the tracing, say in the first box you observe in the right side, count is equals to 1, print count. So that value is printed on the screen because of the function print. So once it is printed, next count plus plus is there, next statement. So count is equals to 2. See, till here condition is not checked. So this you observe. Okay, till count is equals to 2, condition is not checked. Okay, next after count is equals to 2, count less than or equals to 5, here condition is checked. Okay, that means first time when loop starts executing, condition will not be checked, statements will be executed for the first time. Okay, next after that condition will be checked. Okay, count less than or equals to 5, 2 less than or equals to 5, true. Once the condition is true, you look at the arrow mark what I have drawn, t indicates true. The program control will move back to the starting of the loop. Starting of the loop means from first statement it starts executing. Okay, once the condition is true. So if the first statement, from the first statement if it starts executing, first statement is print, next statement is count. Here we have two statements. Next you go to the next round of tracing, print count. So one space, see I have written space in between 1 and 2 because in the example I have taken backslash t. T indicates tab. Tab means you have to leave space. Okay, so it will be printed in horizontal line with spaces in between the values. Okay, so 1 space 2 here. Next after print count. So count plus plus count value is changed to 3. Okay, So once it changes to 3, again it checks the condition. See, this count less than or equals to 5, I have written in the condition part, that is while condition. Okay. So in the tracing also, count less than or equals to 5 is nothing but while of count less than or equals to 5. Okay. So 3 less than or equals to 5, the condition is true. So again the program control will move back to the starting of the loop. Okay. See, the difference between while loop and do while loop in tracing is, in case of while loop, the program control will move back to the condition. In case of do while, the program control will move back to the first statement of the loop. Okay. So here first statement of the loop is print count. So count value is 3, 1, 2, 3 is printed. Count plus plus count is equals to 4. Again count less than or equals to 5. So new value of count is 4, 4 less than or equals to 5, true. So next part of tracing is, again the program control will move back to the first statement, print count. So it prints 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase the value of count by 1. Count becomes 5. 5 less than or equals to 5 is true. Okay. Here you don't consider 5 less than or equals to 5 is false. 5 less than or equals to 5 is true. 5 less than 5 is false, but 5 equals to 5 is true. So we have to consider true case here. Okay. So next it prints the count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count plus plus count equals to 6. Once count value becomes a 6, 6 less than or equals to 5 is false. Okay, that means control will come out of the do while loop. You look at the example, I have written the arrow mark indicating F. F indicates false. The program control will come out of the do while structure. So it prints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So output for while loop example and do while loop example is same, but the thing how it works that differs. So you can copy this example. Shrikar, do you want to look at flowchart? You said me to scroll up. Okay. I hope you completed this example. Mm, So next, it is a program that is to print the numbers from 1 to n. So even though the program is same and the output is same, but in the program it is little bit different. That means in the syntax. Okay, in case of while and do while. So just to copy, see, for numbers, odd numbers and even numbers, for three programs if you copy, then I hope so you will become perfect with while and do while loop. Okay, and later we have the differences between while loop and do while loop. In that case, one particular example which shows the exact difference between while loop and do while loop. Okay, so now I think if people can copy this program, okay, let us discuss one time. Actually, we have discussed in while loop, but still, okay. So 1 minute. Okay, okay. So I hope people can see correctly. See here again the same thing. What we are doing in while loop. First, we have to tell the user a message, enter the value of n. So here I have taken the value 5 because to write tracing it was easy for me, like only 5 values, right? If I have taken 10 or 20 or 100, so tracing would be big. Okay, so the value of n is 5 here. Okay, that means in the example we have fixed the value of n, but here user has the option to give the value either 5 or 10, 15, 20 or 100, like that. Okay, next the numbers from 1 to percent d, that is percent d indicates n value, so 1 to 5 are in that way it is printed the message. So it starts executing the loop. Okay, so here in the program I have taken, instead of count I have taken I equals to 1. Okay, that is a way of writing program by convention. It's not a rule but just a habit of writing. Okay, so when we consider the looping statements, we consider the variables I, j and k. Okay, so here I is equal, look at the tracing, so I is equals to 1. So that is the initial value of variable, that is looping variable, print I. Okay, so it prints the value 1. Next, I plus plus. Okay, instead of count plus plus I have taken here I plus plus, I is equals to 2. Then it checks the condition. See here in the example I have taken I less count less than or equals to 5. So that means I have fixed the value 5, but here I am taking n. So n indicates the input value what user can give. So in this example, in this program I have taken the value 5, so that 5 value is substituted in place of n. Okay, where I less than or equals to n condition is there, there in place of n 5 value is substituted. If you give 10, so 10 is substituted. If you give 100, 100 is substituted. Okay, so that condition is true. You look at the program. So if the condition is true, look at the arrow mark where I have written t. The looping statements, that is do while loop, starts from first, that is print statement will be executed. So print I, so it prints 1 space 2. Okay, so generally when we execute the looping statements, so you can use either backslash n or backslash t. Here why did I use backslash t means, if suppose if I'm giving n value is 1000 or 100. Okay, so it may occupy full screen. Okay, so the above numbers will be not visible if we give like 50. Okay, so if the numbers are printed on individual lines, the above numbers will not be visible. Only the last 10 numbers or last 15 numbers may be visible. So if you put a backslash t, or if you put one space here, okay, after percent d, one or two spaces, then within the screen it can be visible. Okay, so print I, it prints 1 2. Next again increment the value of I plus plus, I is equals to 3, I less than or equals to n, 3 less than or equals to 5, it is true. So it starts from the beginning of the loop, print I, so 1 2 3 print it. So in this way it keeps executing the loop. until I value becomes 6. Okay, once I value becomes 6, if we check the condition 6 less than or equals to 5 is false. So program control comes out of the loop. See, starting from the while loop, people are copying tracing. I agree. Like again, three programs were there: natural numbers, odd numbers, and even numbers. Again, here in do while loop, you copied example tracing. Here also numbers program is there. Two more programs are there, that is odd numbers and even numbers for do while. Okay, you just copy because it will be practice for you. So once you become perfect with the tracing, see later on, by just looking at the program only you can trace in your mind. So that like that, if you become perfect, then we can go with bigger programs, we can understand bigger programs. I think for engineering students in data structures subject, if you look at the stack program and queue or linked list program, maybe 3 4 pages it will be there. I think so because I have done that engineering. So data structure is using C in lab program stacks and queues linked list, minimum 3 pages, 3 or 4 pages. So that is minimum 100 or 150 lines will be there. Okay, so in that case what happens, you cannot trace whole program. That means you cannot write the tracing of the whole program in your book. Okay, if the program itself is 3 or 4 pages, the tracing can become 5 or 6 pages or even 10 pages. So in that case, you should become perfect in tracing in your mind. So for smaller programs, if you keep writing for tracing at least for every concept 2 3 programs, then I think so you'll become perfect. Okay. So you copy this program. If you come across any doubt, you can ask. So those who are already perfect with while loop and do while loop tracing, you need not copy. But still, those who need to copy it, please copy it. Okay, so we'll move further. Mm, one minute. It's okay.